Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. This is your divine inspiration message of today. So, we are in an angel numerology number 8 today, and it's so strange. I've had to ask twice. This is about abundance and prosperity, and I almost want to say I called this yesterday, and all week long these numbers have been a bit twisted. But this 8-day works with the King of Earth or the King of Pentacles if you're in traditional tarot. It's a day to crown yourself with great business ideas. The choices that we make on an 8-day are favorable, and prayers are usually answered. 8 energy has the vibration of success, insightfulness. It's leadership number. It's a power number, I believe. 8 is a really lovely, powerful number. It's a number that invokes the energy of Archangel Ariel, Jophiel, and the influence of Jupiter. I'm going to move on over to our friend of this channel, Joanna Fantasies, who has Starlight Wisdom. That's the name of her journal for this month. And her daily affirmation for today: I am open to surprises and trust the universe to guide me toward my highest good. Then my isms come right in behind it. Another one by her that came up in July: I am nurtured, supported, and loved by the universe. I am intentional and clear. I am manifesting my desires with joy and ease. And then mine is: I am a beautiful soul on a cosmic journey, fully and completely supported and loved by the universe. If we keep repeating these isms, these affirmative messages, we will then put that vibration into the heart, into the mind, into the thoughts, into the energy, and into the vibration with which we go about the day. This is the way the currency and the vibration of universal attraction works. The Happier Me affirmation: allow myself to love who I am, not who I think I should be. If you take away all the who I should be, what is left? You start hearing the silence in the present, and you receive a gift: peace of mind. Love and embrace who you are right now. It's a challenge. Saint Germain is with us all week. He is the keeper of the violet flame, along with Archangel Raziel. He's also known as a great alchemist. That's, again, the ability to believe, receive, and achieve magical types of energy to make things happen. It takes a collective kind of energy, a light-hearted energy, to allow things or deny things or to let things go. So going back to Joanna's Starlight or Starlit journal, the astrological insight for today: the sun is still in Virgo, and it's trining with Uranus in the sign of Taurus. It's a transit that encourages, embraces the unexpected, and it's asking us all to be completely open to new possibilities. This energy is perfect for making changes or trying new things that align with your true self. It's a great day for spontaneity and stepping out of the comfort zone, as Uranus brings a sense of excitement and innovation to all of our routines. Now, if you want to pull a tarot card and you're into tarot, grab the Wheel of Fortune. It's a number 10. The Wheel of Fortune is about changing. It's about cycles. It's about the unpredictability of life. It encourages us all to embrace the changes that are coming up for us and trusting that they are leading us to our destiny. The other suggestion, which I actually like myself, I've been doing this, I didn't realize really what I was doing, is pulling your own card. And a suggestion by Joanna is to ask this question: how can I embrace the changes and new opportunities today? That could be one way. You could also say, how can I accept and get more comfortable with allowing the changes and new opportunities? We have to allow it. We sort of have to beckon it in. Fortune telling, predicting, I think that's great if our future that we want to create, manifest, lines up with the desire, and that we don't get caught up, bogged down, entangled in the weeds of worry, the weeds of anxiety. So she has a ritual suggestion, which goes right along with the Wheel of Fortune. It's called the Wheel of Change. And she's suggesting that we place a small bowl in front of us, fill it up with water to represent the fluidity of life, light a yellow candle for clarity and for insight. Now, if you don't have a yellow candle, here's what I would maybe suggest you do. Find some yellow food coloring, or find some yellow paint, or more importantly, take a glass bowl with the water in it and place a circle of yellow paper underneath. So that yellow paper will reflect upwards into the water. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. You know, the deep breaths are, I take a deep breath from my mind, I take a deep breath from my soul, I take a deep breath, my mind and my body, and then my soul and spirit. In each deep breath, I breathe that oxygen into the head space, into the heart space, into the whole body space, and then let that energy flow outwards like I am a standing, what do they call those things? Fluorescent tube of light, which we really are. Imagine yourself standing at a crossroads on the road or on your path. Now, in front of you, see multiple paths unfolding, like as if you were standing in front of the woods, on the edge of the woods, on the edge of a forest. And each one of these pathways that look like it's about to open up for you has a different choice. But they're choices that you get to change. Now choose one of these paths, walk down it, feeling excited, feeling great about the new opportunities. And then say this affirmation: I trust the universe to guide me on my path, and I feel open to the change and the growth. I trust the universe to guide me on my path, and I feel open to the changes and growth that are happening. I trust the universe to guide me on my path, and I feel open to the changes and growth that is happening. And when you get that in your mind, then you blow out your candle. If you're a kind of person who journals, get your journal out. And a little nudge for you to journal on is, what new possibilities am I excited to explore? Where do I want to go with all of that? Let me go back up to this camera. I got to tell you something funny. All right, so here we go. You're going to notice back there in that corner, those lights, right? They're flashing. So yesterday I was inspired by a woman from England. It was on one of our calls, and some of you were on that same call. Her name is Karen Kay. She's known as the Queen of the Fairies. Her story about growing up with her grandmother and playing with fairies in the garden was very similar to my own experiences when I went and spent time with my grandma. Well, I got inspired to think, well, she had this fabulous little backdrop with purple lights, and I was just mesmerized. It lifted me up to the fairies. Gertrude, I know you're there, and Beatrice, I know you're there, which was a bit of a confirmation for me that, oh, that's who they really are. Spirit guides, angels, these are my little fairy friends. Now, I went and got these, right, because they're on sale. It's Halloween. I put them around that little ficus tree, and they're called LED. Liquid emitting diode is what that means. Well, look what happens when we do this. Plonk. I have a lens on my camera right in front of me, right? This camera that I'm using now is the one that's built in with the MacBook. The camera that I usually use up in here is what gives you that cinematic look, right? However, when that low light camera is on, this is what happens. And I'm not really sure whether at first I thought, oh, these lights are a bit cattywampus. They're just sort of like twisted and weird. We haven't got our sort of light card. I've got to pull a card on it. All right, so I just want to get to that. So then I thought, well, I know the fairies are here because they're playing mischief with these lights, and they are just dancing around through that tree. And I actually like that. I actually like it because it's that vibration that we all really don't quite get. We don't quite understand that how these vibrations work. Well, there is a classic example. Light emitting diode. That's actually what creates the light inside each one of those bulbs. They're not actually constantly on. They're not actually constantly illuminated. They are flickering. And this low-level lens on my camera is causing it to happen. Right, let me go back to these cards of the day. Sorry, I just got so excited about fairies and so excited about, I think that's going to lift up my spirit and make me think about something other than what's happening in the world, which is pretty severe, pretty awful, pretty tough to deal with. All right, so, okay, Gertrude and Beatrice, they're in that forest that we talked about, the pathways. So they're actually drawing, looks like the Merkaba. It's sort of coming, and this is maybe the flower of life, the Merkaba, kind of, see that little image, that little map right there? Circles and triangles and squares. It's like, works with Archangel Metatron. Okay, so I want a card. So let's see what our message brings up. Well, I'm just going to pull it straight off the top. Let's see. Stay the course. Okay, so what do I want to say about this, and how do I pull this in? Okay. Well, the first word that came out, the first symbol that came up was don't give up, don't panic. See? Don't panic, don't give up. It's all good. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is really a reminder to all of us. All of us. If you find yourself brand new on this spiritual path, and you can connect what you felt when you were little, what you felt when you were a child. I'm talking about the playful self, your playful self, the self that went into fantasy world when you were little, the self that made imaginary villages, imaginary houses, that went out on the whatever you did when you were little. And because we are still that same child, we just have grown-up bodies. Allow yourself to be back in that space, mentally, in your heart space, when you had that best friend. It doesn't matter what age you were at. Try to be void of any of the somewhat childhood traumas. let's let that go. The point I'm making is we're being reminded that the challenges that we face, where changes are coming at us that we're not really quite up for and we're really not sure of, and the stress, worry, anxiety, all of those things that we face as these now adults were things that I just got tingles, that we faced when we were children. Going to a brand new school, your best friend moves away, your pet animal is gone. All these traumas that we faced, they become much, much larger, much, much bigger as we get older. The point I want to get you to is you survived it, you got through it, you got in the challenges of it, and something else happened that pulled you into more growth. Every one of us, globally, I'm talking about everywhere on the planet, are experiencing shifts and changes that was unexpected, that was not necessarily what was planned. I want you to look at the fact that this is an adventure. This is a big haul. Let's just see what happens. And we can get caught up in the weeds of worry that it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, that I have got this unexpected situation that came up that I wasn't expecting. Okay, take that unexpected situation. There may have been a time in your life where you use that as oh my goodness, this is going to be terrible. No, it's not. Remember, we've got to allow ourselves to love who we really are, not who other people think we should be, right? So we always heard when we were little, don't do this, don't do that, stop this, stop that. Okay, now you're older, got more experience. You can do those things. You can be those people. You can experience those things. That's you. That's being authentic. When Archangel Michael says, stay the course, look at the sunrise out there. Look at all the great, wonderful things that are happening out there, out here. And it all starts with that ability, as Joanna said in her ritual, stand at the edge of possibility. I called it the edge of a forest. The other day we did a meditation where you went below the water, underneath the water, went to the cave of the heart. All these places, all these things lift the vibration, just like those incredible purple lights that this experience was unexpected. It was something that I could have looked at it like, oh, darn, these lights don't work. I got to take them back. No, they work perfectly because they're reminding me, oh, I got my little mischief makers over there creating a flashy thing. Just a way of looking at it. All right, my friends, that's it for today. Listen, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please keep liking, please keep subscribing, please keep this channel growing, expanding, moving. And I'll see you tomorrow. Big love. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.